Okay, so you've seen the first round there of John Lewis Dickinson against Jiri Suacina. I have sashayed over the commentary table, Phil Lindsay and Andy Buchanan with me. Gents, 12 months out for John, but looking rather slick, rather sharp there in the first round.
He's looking in very good condition. I think this is a bit of a tune-up fight for him to get him back into title contention again. And it's looking like he's been doing everything right in the ring.
We've talked Jiri Suacina up, Andy. He's a tough fighter, and he's going to show that in that first round a little bit.
Yeah, you can see the way that he's boxing. He knows how to use the ropes. He knows how to move around. He's taking the sting out of John Lewis's punches well enough, you know. But I think John's really boxing well.
Many thanks, gents. I'll let you go back to commentary, and we'll see you in a couple of rounds if it stays that long.
Cheers, Andy. Seconds out, round 2.
Let's see if John Lewis can build on what he started with the first round there.
Yeah, I think it was a good clear round for John. Straight back again with that right hand over the top.
Gum shield.
No gum shield. Yeah, just forgot to put the gum shield back in.
We've just been talking about broken jaws. It was like, that's a funny way to signify one. But again, he's timing that right hand very well there, John Lewis.
Still got to be careful just on them ropes because he's looking for them big shots to come back over the top.
Yes, Suacina, he loses more than he wins these days, but he generally fights at a good level, and he still gets the odd success. He's beaten some decent guys in there, and out of his 18 defeats, he's only been stopped 4 times. At the same point, out of his 12 wins, he's only stopped 1, so...
Yeah, he looks to be a tough, durable opponent.
Well, even though he's under pressure from John here and he's taking the shots, he looks fairly comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks composed enough.
Yeah.
He leans back on them ropes a lot. John's just using his boxing skills, holding the middle of the ring, taking control of the fight.
It's the right hand that's landing for John every time, isn't it?
Yeah. I think John's doing a good job blocking. You can see them shots coming over the top, the big right hands, and he's getting his left up.
Again, there are going to be levels of ring rust that are in there with him being out for nearly a year, but
of course,
that's why he's having this fight ahead of his he's fighting for the British title in about 5 weeks, isn't he?
British title eliminator.
Oh, is it eliminator? Yeah. Trying to get his belt back.
Yeah.
Again, the right hand.
Good right hand again.
Had to take a left back in return, but it didn't seem to be too much on that.
Looks like he's getting his timing up to speed. Like you see, he's been out for a year.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things when you're out for a while. It's your timing in the ring. When you're physically getting in there and you've got to time them right hands over the top. It seems like he's got good timing back.
He's got to be careful not to stretch and overreach, obviously, with Suacina.
Yeah.
Leaning back the way that he is, you've got to, you know, if you overstretch, then he's going to be open to the counter. I think first couple of rounds, he's just going to, he's going to be working him out. This is probably the perfect fight back after a year out, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks that way.
At this stage.
Yeah. Good right hand again from John. Seems like he can't miss with them.
Yeah.
Suacina leaning back on the ropes quite a bit, using them to his advantage, actually. Take his sting out of the shots.
Yeah.
Move his head around. Just takes that little bit of distance away from John when he's mounting his attacks.
But 2 clear rounds for John Lewis.
Yeah.
How much ambition do you think Suacina's actually got? Because he is throwing the odd assault. He's not just going on survival mode completely.
Yeah.
But how much ambition has he shown?
Well, I think it's the same with a lot of the journeymen or people that come in when they know they're coming in as the opponent. If they see the chance, they'll take it. Especially someone who's had a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can make and break you as a journeyman if you go in there and you upset the apple cart too many times. But then on the other hand, it could move you up a level.
Yeah.
Could get you them slightly bigger fights if you've got a better reputation as being like a durable journeyman.
Well, you become a gatekeeper at a higher level, don't you? So, you know, like a journeyman at the first rung of the ladder, you may be getting twice as much for the next rung, and if you can still fight 3 or 4 times a month, you can make a decent wage from it, but you certainly deserve it.
John straight back at the centre of the ring there. He's taking control of this well.
If you can start landing with a left hand as well, then you can see him really dominating this. But again, that's the beauty of Dickinson. He just keeps his shape so well, doesn't he?
He does hold his form.
See, you know, he doesn't hit with every punch. If he misses with one, you can see he goes back, presses a reset, and he's back into position straight away.
You can see when we're talking about the experience of John and the experience of some of the lads, like the lads having the early fights, how he's setting up with a couple of shots to the chest, couple of shots to the body.
Yeah.
To get them shots on the inside. Them are the kind of things you learn through your experience.
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, some of the guys who've been calling the fights earlier in their career, and we're asking for these things from these guys, and we make the observations of John Lewis actually doing it when he's further on there.
Suacina getting through with a couple of shots of his own in this round, not making it easy for John.
He landed an excellent left uppercut before, but again, there wasn't much pop in there. You see they're fending off arm punches that Suacina's throwing there. But that doesn't mean every punch is going to be like that. You've got to be careful of a big one coming, because you never know. There's your man on the ropes again there, Andy.
Just maintain that little bit of distance, which is difficult because when he's leaning back on the ropes, he's creating that extra space.
Yeah.
John's got good footwork, and his feet will get him in and out of trouble all the time.
I think he's only taken a couple of shots in this round because he's probably been opening up more himself.
He has,
because he was so dominant in the first couple.
He's picked the work rate up. He's getting success himself, but he is taking 1 or 2 back.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to remember, John Lewis. It's on paper this might not be a big test for him, but he's a very popular boxer. Obviously, he'll sold a decent amount of tickets for this.
Oh yeah.
And he still want to put a show on, but the most important thing is getting that W.
100%.
If you can do it in style, then he's sinking right into them ropes, isn't he?
Suacina's looking a bit tired.
Yeah.
Seconds out, round 4.
Round 4, like you say, we've got every round so far to John.
Yeah, just past the halfway mark. Like you were saying, I think Suacina was starting to tire a little bit, but at the same point, he still looks relaxed. He looks comfortable when he's on the ropes. But I think if he starts going under the ropes and hanging back like he was towards the end of that round there, John will be able to go to the body more because he's leaning so far back. He can't come back with a counter.
I think the way that Suacina's boxing at the minute, the tiredness, although he won't be tired, and you can see he's laboured sometimes when he's throwing his shots, because he's leaning on the ropes a lot, and the way that he's moving, it's still going to be difficult for John to get in there and throw them shots.
Yeah.
He's throwing some nice little setup shots, just like jabbing at the chest, a few little smaller right hands, and that's getting him in sight to land them bigger shots. Suacina's still throwing shots back, he's still dangerous.
Well, that's the thing, he's only had 1 stoppage win out of the 12, but when you're fighting at the cruiserweights and obviously the big lads, if you get caught right, any opponent can take you out.
It's a thing you're talking about. 14, 15 stone, getting chucked about depending on what they're coming in at.
Blimey. You even see it at the lower weights, where guys who don't have a big punch
Staying in control, John's.
Suacina's shots are fending off shots, so it's not keeping John away. It's a good workout for him, this, though.
It is. It's ideal for what he needs to get back in the ring. You can never look past the opponent that's in front of you, and you've got a job to do, and you're a professional. This kind of fight, he needs a good workout. He needs to get them rounds in because he's had the air out.
Is that Suacina starting to smother for the first time? He's generally been okay on the ropes. He's been backing away, moving around. He's just really starting to...
There was a little bit more holding going on there.
Yeah.
Going right over the top by John there.
It was very... Oh, great combination. Good straight left to follow it through.
John's got his number on them ropes now. With Suacina slowing down just that little fraction, John's getting his shots off much better.
Well, he's had more time to get used to him, to read him, to see the way he's moving.
That's sometimes the problems when you're doing the 4 rounds. You haven't got enough time to get your work done.